Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, see what we have for you in mid-June, please. Guys, talk to me about Taurus. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got here for Taurus, my guides? My lovely friends. Thank you. Okay, so your energetic connections are extra important here. Who and what you're allowing to connect to you and vice versa. Super important with this card. This card's a bit complex, and I'll explain it in a moment. It does show up for different signs from time to time. And before we dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So you see this image, there's a male standing there. It seems to be a woman coming out of a mirror, so this does imply that there is some sort of distance between these two individuals. So whether it is people you're separated from for whatever reason, it's showing up here front and center. But the main thing I always think of with this card is energetic cords and connections, who we're connected to. It's my personal belief that when we form bonds with people, places, animals, things, whatever it might be, when there's an emotional exchange or deep emotion, there's some sort of cord or an exchange. Now, whether you're giving a lot to this or someone's taking, whatever it might be, Spirit could be asking you to watch who and what you're giving your energy to in this time. Maybe you need to call your energy back for whatever reason. Maybe you're investing too much. Maybe you're investing too little. Maybe you're just like putting it in a lot of different places. Spirit is just asking you, and it's kind of a wands, like Page of Wands type of energy. Just watch who and what you're giving your energy to when this card shows up, okay? You would know what that means better than I could, my friends. Let's just put that down right there. Let's get into tarot. I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Shuffle it up here for Taurus, my guides. What do we got for my friends? Please and thank you. So, last week's reading was very interesting. It was titled A Shocking Win, and the reason it was titled that is because you had a tower last week. And I say it every time a tower pops up. They don't always have to be bad. They don't always have to be challenges. And for a lot of Tauruses, it felt like a lot of good surprises could be popping up for you guys. Even if it's a challenge now, it could be paying off for you in the end. So it was a pretty positive reading last week. So we'll see if that energy is still lingering. It was very fiery, very fast moving. So let's get you 3 cards and see what shows up this week. As you know, every reading, the energy is super fluid, never set in stone, so only take it how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. But yeah, those energies could linger for a little bit. Always keep that in mind. But let's go. Let's get you 3. Let's see what's going on this week for Taurus, please. For those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. That's why I'm doing these little shuffles. And the deck is being picky for you guys. For the rest of the zodiac, it was going quick. Here we go. Thank you. So interesting. Very, very interesting start. Lots of water. So in position number 1, we have the 9 of Cups, and these cards came out together. This is usually a big card of wish fulfillment, happiness. You see our friend John Travolta there. But right next to him, we have this card of sadness. We have this 5 of Cups. So it's a complete flip-flop that we have going on here of energy, like super happy, content, sad. So whether it's 2 people, I don't want to get too far into it just yet. Let's get one more, then we'll start building the story out. Thank you. Knight of Cups, all cups. All cups, my friends. You also have a bonus that popped out with this Knight of Cups, and we're going to talk about it. You know we will. As a bonus, you got the 10 of Pentacles, positive card. So I will say this, Taurus, overall, when we're looking at this spread, there's a lot of positivity to be had. But let's go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy intuitive stuff going. At first glance, like I mentioned, all water in the main part of this spread. The 9 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Water represents emotion, unseen energies, and internal energies. Super important. And remember what we said here in the very beginning. Whatever you are giving your energy to, deep emotional bonds, things like that, we're kind of seeing it show up here in this spread as well. But you also have a very positive bonus. So the clarifiers are going to be super important here, Taurus. But let's go through one by one. In position number 1, we have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. One of the best cards in the whole entire deck. You see how content this person is. Very happy, welcoming, loving, caring, nurturing type of energy, and it's a content type of energy. Having everything you want and everything you need. It's a beautiful type of vibe, and I like it. Sometimes this could represent somebody who's a little too generous. So maybe there have been times in the past where you've given too much, you've been too nice, or too accommodating. This card could pop out sometimes. A challenge with this card could also be someone that overconsumes too much. So these are challenges, but generally super happy, positive, and content. So the clarifier is going to be important here because that could represent a win of some sort. The devil's in the details though, right? Now, as we move along, we have the Five of Cups in the center, the complete flip-flop here. Okay, so whether it's you being very up and down, like this could be a little warning about one's emotional state, like happy one second, rough the next. Like this is very hot and cold, back and forth as we move through the top end. The Five of Cups is the river of tears, sadness. So this, if maybe this is you and this Five of Cups is somebody else or vice versa, but this one's content, this one's not. This is an energy of loss. This is an energy of grieving. Now, I do always say with the challenge cards, they work on a spectrum. It could be something very minor, like a little bit of gloom, but it could also be pretty major, like depression, heartbreak, sadness, loss. So we really want to clarify this and see what it's about. Complete opposites here. Now, the rest of the part of the spread is looking positive. Once again, and get these cards set up. It's not as easy as it looks to get these all lined up. But when we get to the back end here, we got Prince Charming himself, the Knight of Cups. This card shows up all the time in love readings especially. This could represent a water sign that you're connected to or someone that you have a very deep emotional connection. When we see the Knight of Cups, it is about forward movement, forward action, and momentum. It does speak about love. If this is a person, this could represent someone that is a smooth talker, a Prince Charming type of individual, artistic, creative, all that good stuff. But generally we think of deep emotional bonds here or someone's emotional state. So as you're seeing, emotion plays a huge part in this week's reading, especially with the Knight of Cups on the back end. So once again, we're going to have to see what this is telling us, how this energy is moving forward, because we have a little layout, then the Knight is moving forward. Now, as your bonus, super quick, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a beautiful card of having everything you want and need. This could represent family. This could represent the home where you live, your living situations. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, I also feel like this could be an influx of money or good things coming in. This is an extremely positive energy. So it's another footnote since it's the bonus, but whatever's going on, it might be connected to situations like that, or everything's going to be okay in the end. We need to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Taurus, please, my guides. What do we got? We're looking okay, my friends, depending, right? But yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Nine of Cups, see what's going on there. What's all this water about? And yes, please feel free to drop any messages you have for Taurus down in the comments. I don't mind. Let's go in. Why is that Nine of Cups here? Thank you. Nice and quick. Two of Cups, even more cups. So this is someone that's just happy and content, right? Now this could represent a person. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of love here. When we get the Two of Cups, it is like peanut butter and jelly, two people that go together very well. Now, it doesn't just have to be romantic. This could be a very close friend, a soulmate, or a deep bond and connection when we have this here. For some of you, that could be coming into your life in this time. Spirit could be predicting that. But this may be someone that you can lean on. When I see this Two of Cups, I do think of partnerships. And when I see it under this Nine of Cups, it's like someone is or was extremely happy. Like, hey, I'm good. Me and this person, we go together well. It's not a struggle. It's not a hard back and forth. So this might be setting up the premise for what we have going on here, because I'm just seeing someone that's content. Okay, content in their relationship statuses, whatever they might be. Okay, whether it's with other people, whether it's alone. I feel like this is someone that's like, no, right now I'm good. I'm all right. I'm content. So take from that what you will. Big soul connection energy here. Very happy in the front end. So I really want to see what this disgruntled energy is coming up next to it, because like I said, it's very back and forth, hot and cold, and all water in the main part of the spread. So Spirit could be warning about emotions. Let's see what shows up with that Five of Cups, and we'll see what's going on. So why is that Five of Cups here? Let's keep this moving for my friends. Seven of Swords, and why the phrase like they ruined it showed up in my head. Seven of Swords in reverse could talk about something that you didn't know coming to light. It could speak about like someone's deeds or intentions coming to the surface. Seeing someone's true colors could be a big thing that we're seeing here, or it's someone like a mask slipping. I'm not really liking this vibe, but once again, this could be that warning where someone, they may seem cool, but in reality, they're very unhinged. Like this could absolutely be a warning about someone's emotional state or well-being. But that initial message I got is like, all right, it was perfect. You ruined it. Take from that what you will. All right. I'm not trying to call anyone out or cast judgment or anything, but that's just the vibe I'm picking up, because the Seven of Swords is something coming to light, right? It's something being revealed. Okay. So I do feel like whether it's a deed someone has done or their true colors showing, or like I said, possible mask slipping for whatever reason, we're going to keep moving. I'm not going to dwell on this, but once again, we have this big warning, all right, about changing feelings, like where this one is like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm content, everything is cool. Then right here, it's like, no, I'm not happy. So it's like very back and forth, hot and cold. It's like perfect, demonizing, perfect, worst. It's the weirdest dichotomy we got happening here. Let's see what's up with that Knight of Cups. After we do the Knight of Cups, we'll go through and do a recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Knight of Cups here for my Taurus friends? That was a complete, like, huge turn right there in the center. Complete difference. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, scarred. Scarred type of energy. We have the Four of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Knight of Cups. Not trusting. Okay, this is somebody that could be emotionally unavailable, or someone that is not trusting, or is like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me type of energy. But the first thing that popped into my head is it felt like someone who has like emotional scars, emotional scarring. Okay, and we've been seeing it since the very beginning, like this connection or warning connected to emotions, and it's showing up like all throughout, like happy, complete flip-flop, emotionally unavailable, or scarred and not trusting. Okay, so maybe some of you have been through a situation like this, and for whatever reason, you're dealing with the fallout. Like it's very hard for you to like completely trust somebody or something. But I'm not judging. Like I said, I'm just reading the energies that are out here. This could be a person you're connected to. It doesn't have to be you whatsoever. But the Four of Pentacles is clamped down. It's not moving. It's not letting anything in. It's not letting anything go. Could be a little grudginess here on the back end. So maybe this is someone who's a little upset, a little grudgy. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, my friends, because we have a lot happening, a lot going on. And yeah, let's do that before we get into the shadow card. Interesting reading here, because there's some really, really good energy, but then there's big challenges. Let's start here in the beginning. If you kindly look in the box, we have the Nine of Cups and Two of Cups in the upright. Someone who is or was very content, happy. This could have been a person that everything was very easy, peanut butter and jelly, everything's perfectly smooth, really nice type of vibes. Or this is just someone who is very happy and content. But as we move over to the center, it's the complete opposite. And the first thing that popped into my mind was like, you ruined it, or why'd you have to ruin it? Because we have the Five of Cups and Seven of Swords in reverse. Could be things being revealed, whether it's someone's true feelings, true emotions. This could be a mask slipping of some sort, seeing somebody's true colors. And we have this such hot and cold type of energy happening here, Taurus. It's a little volatile and it's a little concerning. And as we get to the back end, big warnings here about the emotions, because it could be overwhelming. We have the Knight of Cups with the Four of Pentacles, and this is a scarred energy on the back end. Could be someone that just doesn't trust. This could be someone that's very much emotionally unavailable. Could it be due to things that they've already been through and situations they've gone through? Absolutely, that's where scarring happens. But there's like not a lot of progress to be made right here on the back end. I would just keep your wits about you in this time, and meditate if necessary. With all this water, with all this stuff happening emotionally, it could be very up and down. Let's get into the shadows. And yeah, please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. But yeah, I'm going to get you one shadow card. Shuffle it up here for Taurus, please. I like to end off every reading with a shadow card. I think it's a nice introspective thing to do. So let's see what's in the shadows for my friends. Guides, what do we got in the shadows for Taurus, please? Thank you. Hey, we got the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, with a tentacle beard showing up. So are you surprised that it's another cup card showing up here in the shadows, Taurus? We got it. So for a portion of you, could be a connection for a water sign showing up again. We did have the Knight of Cups, now we got the King. And what does the King always represent? Control of their respective suit. So the King of Cups, I already spoke at length about what the cup suit represents. So when we see the shadow side of the King of Cups, it could represent somebody who has lost control of their emotions, of their emotional well-being. If you don't have scars in regards to a father figure, older male figure, the King of Cups, if not a water sign, this could easily be somebody that overindulges as well. This could be someone that drinks a little too much or has some substance issues showing up here in the shadows. Not the best type of energy. This, in its worst sense, and I really don't want to go there, could be someone that could manipulate emotionally as well. So these are things to watch out for, right? Especially if any of that was resonating with you, just watch out for this type of energy. Overall, though, I know I spoke about it at length throughout the whole reading itself. Just watch out for anything in the realm of how you're feeling in this time, because it could be very up and down. So think before you act. That's the best advice I could give. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.